Well, I'm David from MAAC We're here today with the star of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang himself, Ludi Lin. Welcome, man.
Yo, what's up, David? I see you online a lot, man. I appreciate your support.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you for your time today, by the way, man. I know how busy you guys are, but thank you, man.
No, it's all good. I love to be here.
Mhm. So, how excited were you to put on that costume and play Liu Kang again?
Well, look, I was super excited. I'm always excited to put on Liu Kang's costume because it's such a comfortable costume. It's like the ultimate costume you can put on. I always say it's like fighting in my pajamas because he's all loose. He's got the robe. It's not hot. He's got, no sleeves and baggy pants. That's what I dream for in a costume. It's much better than the Power Ranger suit.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I've noticed you gained you got even bigger for part two. How much training did you put in for this time around?
Yeah, I would say it was maybe 30% of extra training and then 200% of extra food. It was mostly a lot of eating, just stuffing myself every single day, which sometimes makes it hard to train because you don't want to be bloated. Um, but you know what? It's just part of it. It's part of the job. I can't say that I didn't enjoy it, but at some parts, I was really just so sick of eating food, man.
Oh, damn, man. So what did jam on like steak and burgers and all that stuff?
No, like I don't eat meat.
Oh, you don't eat
So
meat. Okay.
which made the food extra bulky because I swear, yeah, I don't eat meat, so I swear if you're on a plant-based diet, it's so difficult to actually gain weight if you try to eat naturally as possible.
Oh, wow.
Because it's got a lot of bulk. All this stuff has a lot of fiber. So I was eating like just 8 bananas a day, 7 or 8 avocados.
Oh,
Before I go
man.
into a photo shoot, I'd be stuffing myself with avocados. Yeah, a lot of hemp protein, a lot of just everything I could find that had protein in it that was plant-based.
That's awesome, man. Hey, you made it work, man. You look great on film. So I saw the incompleted film, last year. So I haven't gotten a chance to see the completed film. But from what I saw, the fight that stood out the most to me, of course, Liu Kang versus Kung Lao, man. You versus Max. It was such an awesome fight. The choreography was so clean and crisp, and the setting itself was straight out from the game as well. And so if you could, just give me a little bit, some insight on how, that fight came about.
Yeah, okay. I love to dig into like the nitty-gritty of it because I knew that fight was going to be a set piece. And I think at one point they even thought that they would show the fight. You know how in the first movie we showed like 13 minutes of the beginning of Mortal Kombat 1 when we rebooted it in
Hmm.
2021. It was the fight between Hanzo Hasashi and Bihan in the very beginning, right? In feudal Japan. So I think they were planning to do some kind of a same deal with our fight during Comic-Con, but I think again it was just like it would have been too big of a spoiler to let out.
Right.
Because so much had gone into the fight. I remember just stepping onto the stage they had designed it, and immediately I recognized it as a blue temple, right? And I could
Hmm.
see like the floating marks and stuff in the original game in the temple. And we had one whole week to film that one fight,
Wow.
and then we had about like 2 3 months of prep. Every single day I would drag Max downstairs to go through like the beats of the fight just so we can have it right in the back of our heads. We're going through different references of old Shaolin movies from Jet Li to Donnie Yen, uh, like the inspirations that we want to draw, the feelings that we want to draw from it. Um, so yeah, Max's style, Liu Kang's style, they're similar based in Chinese kung fu, but still they're different in that Kung Lao has a lot of Wing Chun, a lot of
Hmm.
speedy action to it, and Liu Kang's big kicks, kind of like Wushu or Taekwondo, right?
Hmm.
So anyway, our stunt team, fight choreography team for this movie, they're super intense, very detailed. I don't know how much research they put into these fights and like the fighting styles of each individual character, but it would have been months because everything was so detailed and you could really tell the distinct story arc of individual fights, right? And there's
Mhm.
about, I think there's about 27 fights in the whole movie,
Ooh, wow.
and each one is like its own little story. But yeah, my fight with Max, yeah, from the get-go, we were pumped to do it. Um, you've spoken to Max, right?
No, I'm gonna speak to him
Have you
tomorrow.
spoken to Oh, you're about to speak to him.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
tomorrow.
you know
Yeah.
Max is he's like a true martial artist. He's
Hmm.
like the perfectionist, right? And I knew that if we could after we shoot the fight, if we could make him happy, then I knew the fight was going to be good. And surely enough, after we did the fight, Max was sitting there and he was going, I think that's the best fight I've ever done.
Awesome, man. It showed, man. It
And
showed on
once
screen
I
for
heard
sure.
that, I think that was the stamp of approval. And that's not just us. I mean, every single fight is such a collaborative effort. I would actually call bullshit on any actor that says they do all their own stunts.
Hmm.
I would say that, um, for people that have some martial arts background, like me and Max, we would try to do all our fights by ourselves, all the fight beats as much as possible. But stunts like taking the big pulls, the big falls, uh, the meticulous wire work, um, that's the stunt team, man. They came in and they cracked it, they killed it, from designing the fight to finishing it. I mean, after a week of fighting, working together as a whole team, me and Max were done. We're like, we're pooped, we're gassed, we're completely cooked. Lying there, in the last beat of the fight, we collapsed. And then as we're walking out, we hear the second unit director, Kyle. He goes, "All right, guys, let's take it from the top." And then we look back and we see my stunt double, Tyson, and Max's stunt double, they have to go through the entire fight in
Wow.
one big master from the beginning to the end. Um, yeah, man, and that's just the work ethic that these guys put in, and the dedication that they put into not only our fight but every single other fight out there.
That's insane, man. But who was the actual choreographer of this film? And you guys, probably, you and Max had input into the choreography as well. But who was like the main choreographer for this fight?
So the main choreographers, so our action director is Kyle
Hmm.
Garner, who is also our second unit director.
Hmm.
He filmed most of the action on this movie. And then Malai and Mike Lur, they were the fight choreographers. So yeah, man, they really pulled their weight. They really came through for us on this one, kept everything at such a high standard, and just worked tirelessly, man. They were in it. Like Malai's still talking to me when all the trailers come out. They're like, "Oh man, I'm so happy how it turned out." And remember when we were training for it, I would pull them out like after we finished shooting and they were tired on weekends just in our little
Hmm.
hotel gym and going through the fight beats and the proper stances and like how this should feel, how snappy it should be, how it should move. So everything is just so detail oriented, and it's all the credits to them.
And that's awesome, man. And you mentioned that there was 26 fights, you said?
Yeah, something like that. It's
Wow.
in the 20s for sure.
So out of the 26 fights, I mean, beside your fight, which one was your favorite?
All right, so for me, I really loved the and you guys saw a bit in the trailer,
Hmm.
the Engaged Fury,
Hmm.
the first Mortal Kombat, the fake trailer that came out of Johnny Cage's,
Yeah, yeah,
retro
yeah.
movie, right? So that was one of my favorite fights because I think it's hilarious, and also most of the stunties that worked on Mortal Kombat was actually casting a role in that
Oh, that's
fight
great.
scene in that movie. So every single like character you see in that first mini movie within Mortal Kombat
Uh-huh.
2, those characters are played by the stunties, including our fight choreographers. Yeah, they're the real deal. So that was one of my favorite fights. Um, I think the beginning, the very first fight between Shao Kahn and King Jared that opens up. I don't know
Oh
if I'm
yeah.
spoiling it. You guys will see this.
Uh-huh,
So it
uh-huh.
opens up the movie, and you guys have seen it in the trailers. That's a brutal fight. It really sets the tone for the rest of the movie. Gives
For sure.
the audience that like, oh my God, this is what I'm in for. That kind
Hmm.
of deal.
Hmm.
That's really good. Um, Katana's fight with Shao Kahn is amazing. Adeline Rudolph, who plays Katana, she smashes it. And of course, like Martin Ford, who plays Shao Kahn, he is just so dedicated to put that costume on every single day. He has to wake up at like 2 a.m. and he's already done his workout before that.
Oh,
So the
wow.
guy just never sleeps. He does 2 workouts a day plus like a 13-hour shoot day in a heavy ass costume.
Yeah. And he is
And what
huge. I mean, you don't
else?
even need CGI for him, right?
That's
He's a living
exactly.
CGI. He's so
You
big.
need CGI to make him smaller.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't fit the camera when another person's on camera.
Hmm.
Um, and then Johnny Cage's fight with Baraka
Baraka.
is
Hmm.
also really special. It's got lots of like goofiness. It's reminiscent of Jackie Chan action where,
Hmm.
someone's just like improvising whatever they have in their
Hmm.
surrounding to survive and also kick ass. It's hilarious. Lots of humor in the character. So man, and I can just go on for an
Yeah,
hour about all the
yeah.
fights now that it's coming back to me. It's been a while since I've seen a rough cut of the movie.
Hmm.
But yeah, because there's so many fights, so many characters, so many arcs.
Hmm.
When we see it during the premiere, I'm so stoked that I'll be watching it for the first time in a lot of ways with the rest of the audience.
That's awesome, man. And how good is Carl? Carl Urban. I mean, he doesn't have a background in martial arts, but I'm pretty sure he's so game when it's come to this
Oh
time for him to
yeah,
do all the fights.
oh yeah, he's good. And it just harkens back to what I was saying before that everyone just trained their asses off
Hmm.
with the movie. And also Carl was on sets shooting every single day, but he still took the time to learn the fights, to learn the beats and really embody the character of Johnny Cage. And like the internet's vast and everyone has their opinions.
Hmm.
And when it first got announced that Carl Urban was going to be Johnny Cage, and some people were like kind of unsure. But as the trailers come out, and for sure, once you guys see the movie, you will know that Carl is going to be branded as Johnny Cage from here on end.
Yeah, man. He really did. He really did.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
is there any chance? I mean, we know like from the games, there was a Shaolin monk, game, with Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Is there any chance we have like a little spin-off with you two?
Yeah, I think a lot, much like the Mortal Kombat universe revolves around this feud, right, between Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Hmm.
And that's that kind of chaotic yin and yang is part of the embodiment of the Mortal Kombat universe,
Hmm.
It's that, and then usually the game's told through the storyline. That's why I say like Liu Kang sometimes is the heart of Mortal Kombat because he represents like a moral compass. You follow his journey, traveling through all the realms to figure out, how to save Earthrealm, right?
Hmm.
So I feel like now in the movies, through these two movies, there's something that's beginning to shape between Liu Kang and Kung Lao, where in the first movie you see a close brotherhood. The first movie, Kung Lao saves Liu Kang when he appears from the situation with Sub-Zero, right?
Hmm.
And then this time when Kung Lao shows up, it's a different dynamic.
Right.
It's a bit like a breakup story. The fight is kind of like a breakup fight.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, so then I mean, yes, that'll be the dynamic
Hmm.
from here on in. And whether or not there's a Shaolin Monk spin-off, obviously M.A.A.C would be so game to do it. It'd
Hmm.
be like whether, anyone from Mortal Kombat, the whole cast, it's just pure magic how we gelled so well. And I think to be given a chance to work with them again, either in the Mortal Kombat universe or any other movie, would be just such a pleasure.
Mhm. Well, seeing so how close you guys are with the whole cast, and there's another video game movie that's coming out, as you know, Street Fighter is coming out as well.
Right.
And then
Right.
that cast has a little, is pretty friendly with each other as well. And you guys, there's a little bit of a little rivalry going on between the cast of these two films. You want to add a little anything to that?
Yo, I don't know. Look, I don't know. Well, I do know how the rivalry started. I know the comedian shot his mouth off at the Game Awards, and I
Uh,
have no problem with that. To make a joke, I've got no problems with it, except the fact that I felt like, to me, it felt like he was disrespecting our fans who would
um,
have been so excited to see both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter on stage. Um, um, I've got nothing much to add to it, just that like uh, yeah, we're tight. I'm glad that they're tight as well. There's a universe where everything coexists
right.
in the same plane. As long as we keep all the movies to a high standard and the fans love it, it makes me happy. I
Hmm.
think I think it's weird that each year you usually see like this is a weird phenomenon. We usually see uh one very outstanding project that's led by Asians.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? If you think back to like from Parasite to Minari to Everything Everywhere All at Once, all
Right.
separate years to Beef, and then last year, obviously, K-pop Demon Hunters
Hmm.
just smashed all the records for the numbers, right?
Right.
So for this year, we're opening up the summer with Mortal Kombat 2, heavily Asian led. Katana's story is one of the main stories throughout the film, and like if you just look at the cast roster, we're just filled with just Asian excellence. So um I'm just gonna say if they're like this is the summer box office Asian martial arts movie, man. Like we're taking it and no one else is, not Street Fighter, not Marvel. We're gonna take it.
Yeah, fans are in for a big treat, man. I mean, they're being spoiled this summer for sure.
Yo, they're in for a big treat. There's so many good movies this summer. I can't wait to kick it off. And I think Mortal Kombat 2 is gonna be the movie where like you watch it and the word of mouth is gonna get out there. We're gonna attract more people into the Mortal Kombat universe, get them invested in the characters, and people are gonna want to watch this movie
Yeah.
over and over again because there's just so much in it, man. It's a good
And it,
time.
and it shows the confidence of the movie studio to push this film back to like the summer blockbuster season. It shows how much confidence they have in this film to explode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And patience. I
Yeah.
mean, people were thinking that they pushed the film back and we did some reshoots. We did zero reshoots.
Hmm.
We were just waiting. We've been waiting. We've been sitting on this movie for like 2 years. It's been
Hmm.
done, just sitting there waiting for 2 years to be released. I know the lucky few who have been through some of the test screenings have seen it. They know how good it is. There was also a long time ago that someone said the script was leaked. I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know the details of that. But that's such a small fraction of people, and now everyone will get to see it.
Hmm. That's great, man. And going back to the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat dynamic, because
I like that. Are
yeah,
you
yeah,
excited
yeah.
about wait, so what's your let's just go with what did you play more as a kid?
You know what? To be honest, as a I was more Street Fighter than Mortal Kombat.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, I think I was slightly more Street Fighter as well.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think something about the moves just appealed to me, and I was always a big anime fan.
Hmm.
And Street Fighter is like very anime, right?
Right.
Um, but then I think also I got to because Street Fighter came out first, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, I got to play that first, and I played that a lot with friends. But as soon as I entered the realm of Mortal Kombat and started doing the fatalities, I mean that really
That changed the game.
like stands out in my memory. Do you know what I mean? It's such a
Hmm.
cool hit of seeing those moves over and over again. I think yeah, I think back in the day, like there was a golden age of fighting games, right?
Uh-huh.
When Tekken, Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Mortal Kombat, and all these things were coming out, and they were all great. So there's like so many games existing on the same plane.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm happy that there's this year is going to be the year of fighting movies.
Hmm.
But um, but honestly, if I were to place my bets, because I've seen our movie, I would bet 100% that Mortal Kombat 2 is going to take the crown.
There we go. Ludi Lin just said Mortal Kombat 2 is gonna take the crown right there. But you know what? You know how Paramount they bought they're in the process of buying, Warner Brothers. So technically, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat could cross path, on the big screen. So
No, that's
we'll
the
see.
theory. Now you're
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So if both movies, just become, major success, there's could be this crazy, crossover that
Now
we could
you're
look
thinking.
forward to.
You know what's crazy? This is how long we've been sitting on this movie. So this is my water bottle from when we filmed Mortal Kombat.
Uh-huh.
It's got my name on it. Um, and it used to have a Mortal Kombat 2 logo on it, but it's been so long that the logo has disappeared.
Oh, oh wow.
It's just been yeah, it's been a long time, man. So
Hmm.
I hope we smash the second movie and we get the third movie going right away,
Hmm.
and we'll just continue this thing. Ed Boon has said that look, Mortal Kombat is going to be a forever franchise, and I believe that 100%.
Yeah, I mean the universe is so big and vast, so for sure they could keep going on and on if you guys keep making money.
Yes, man, and making good movies.
And so when you play the game, who was your go-to character?
For Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
So when I played the game, I would have to say Sub-Zero was my main, and then it would be Liu Kang.
Oh, awesome.
Like Liu Kang was so difficult for me to learn, honestly,
Hmm.
because the moves involve like the back hold back for 2 seconds and then forward and then
Hmm.
punch and then combos involving those like special moves. It was just harder for me to process for some
Yeah, yeah.
reason. But because Liu Kang was based off of uh, Bruce Lee, and
Right.
he's the face. He's like an Asian face of an
Yeah.
entire freaking universe. How can I not play him?
Hmm.
So then it was always like the cool ninja Sub-Zero, and then
Yeah.
it was Liu Kang seconds.
What were your thoughts on the original Mortal Kombat movie and Robin Shu's performance on with Liu Kang?
Yeah, it was mind blowing.
Hmm.
It was so mind blowing. I watched that movie so many times,
Hmm.
man. I saw that movie so many times and just never got sick of it. Like just it was so cool, the character was so cool, and I didn't even realize at the time what like how significant that was to see
Hmm.
like Liu Kang, an Asian character, Robin Show being freaking hot on screen, like front facing, big
Yeah.
screen all the time, kicking ass. I didn't know how important that was. I was just enjoying the action.
Hmm.
Um, but obviously, in hindsight, it leaves a mark, man. Like at that point, since Bruce Lee, when has that happened? It was
Right.
like it was Enter the Dragon, and then it was Mortal Kombat. So not just Robin Shu, to see Robin with Carrie on screen, Liu Kang and Shang Tsung just like in their full grandeur,
Yeah.
as their characters, as they just faced off. That was such a moment. And again, it's similar to that first movie. I think our movie is gonna have so many cool fight beats that people will remember. Like in remember in the first movie, the fight between Liu Kang and Reptile, and he
Oh
enters
yeah.
the yeah, and he enters like the little lizard enters the ninja suit and it gets consumed.
Hmm. Hmm.
And in our movie, man, I don't want to draw any spoilers. There's so many beats like that, and we're just like, okay, this is gonna be generational. This will be remembered for generations.
For sure, for sure. And that original Mortal Kombat movie was definitely better than the original Street Fighter film back in the day. So you really Mortal Kombat
No,
rating 1-0 with
but
that.
maybe I wasn't picky because I also enjoyed the original Street Fighter film. As
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't gone back and watched it
Uh-huh.
again because I don't want to ruin that, you know.
Hmm.
But for me, movies are quite simple, personally, right? For me, there's only four types of movies. There's good movies, there's bad movies, and then there's movies I like and movies
Right.
I don't like. And then it could be a combination of any of those. It
Agree.
could be a good movie that I like, but it could be a bad, terrible movie
Uh-huh.
that I like, right?
You know,
And
there's
definitely
there's
a lot of movies from my childhood was one of those. I would never go back and rewatch them and ruin that memory for myself.
okay.
But yeah, even Mortal Kombat, even the original Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation, I skipped school to watch it in the theaters and I came out completely satisfied. I was like, yeah, man, take my money. That was
Man,
so worth it.
there's moments, man. There's moments in that movie that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'll never go back and watch it again.
Uh-huh.
Trust me. If you have to pick between the original Mortal Kombat 2 or this Mortal Kombat 2, please pick our Mortal Kombat
For
2.
sure. And how ironic was it to like the original like Mortal Kombat in the game, they wanted, Jean-Claude Van Damme, right, to play Johnny Cage. And then he ended up doing Street Fighter as Guile. That's pretty cool, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
Uh, but either Guile or Street Fighter, it would have been Jean-Claude Van Damme, not those
Mhm.
characters. It would have been like Jean-Claude Van Damme only does Jean-Claude Van Damme. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like he doesn't he's like an American GI, doesn't have to change the accent, and that's all the power to him, man. The guy's a freaking legend. But
Hmm.
that's just it's gonna be yeah, he's just gonna play Jean-Claude Van Damme no matter what, man.
Yeah.
You can cast him in June. You can cast him in the musical Cats. It'll still be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It'll
He'll
be
still be
Van
doing
Damme. Yes.
he still have his accent on, you
Yeah.
know? That's just Jean-Claude.
But speaking of, legends like Jean-Claude, who was your favorite, martial arts actors growing up?
Okay, this is gonna come out of left field. It's gonna be
Hmm.
a weird one. But it's Stephen Chow.
Oh, Stephen Chow. I mean, he's a legend
He's
too, yeah.
he's a legend.
Mhm.
And to me, like that's the martial arts that I loved. I loved the slapstick comedy. I loved all those early movies. You know, because in Hong Kong cinema, all the everything is mixed with action,
Hmm.
right? Even his like there's some period piece comedies where he played like an ancient imperial guard or like an official or something, but
Right.
there's still some fighting in it. Like Kung Fu Soccer, it's soccer, but there's still some fighting in it.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then all of his movies that had like cops and stuff in it, there's still fighting in it, there's still
Right.
action in it, right? But it's just funny action. He's just on a different spectrum of Jackie Chan. You know, like Jackie Chan is mainly action, some comedy, and
Hmm.
he's like a lot of comedy, some action. But I love that guy. He made me laugh.
Yeah, I think he grew up as a big Bruce Lee fan as well. That's why you see a lot of that the Bruce Lee stuff in Kung Fu Hustle that he put in there.
Yeah. Yeah, you could totally see that.
Yeah, yeah. And Kung Fu Hustle till this day it still holds up very well.
What's up? And they're doing Shaolin Soccer too soon.
Yeah, yeah, I heard. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, it's been so long, that Stephen Chow has done a project, so everyone's looking for
Yeah.
that. So, but yeah, so Mortal Kombat 2, May 8th, man. I can't wait for the fans to finally see it. I can't wait to see it, the completed film with all the special effects, put together and man, just congrats on this film and hopefully there's more to come.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you so much. It's always because of fans. It's always because of people like you, the fans out there, just going bonkers over every single trailer drop.
Hmm.
You know, always following up, always just looking forward to the next great action, the next great martial arts film. Um, and yeah, we wouldn't be here without the fans. You know, we took notes what you wanted to see, and we're gonna deliver.
Good. No, no, thank you, man. And but before I let you go, I have to mention, Power Ranger, man. That you playing Zack was perfect, and I don't know what happened, but we were. I was looking forward to more films in that universe, but you know, I don't know what went wrong, but that film, man, it has a little place in my heart.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I think also I think now when you look back, I think that film, first of all, I think it was, I mean, people say this all the time, but I do think it was a bit ahead of its time because
yeah,
now we have more of a diverse slate of different superhero films, both
hmm
dark, both angsty, and everything, you know? Um, and then I got so much out of that film. Um, I'm going to London soon. I'll be presenting at the BAFTA Video Game Awards, right?
hmm
And hopefully, when I'm there, I'll be able to catch up with Naomi. But each individual ranger from that film has gone on to do like really cool stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, really cool shit, right? And then so and yeah, everyone's still tight. Like it's something that we'll always share, something that I'll always cherish.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know, with that ending of that movie, how they teased Tommy, and I was like, oh, I was just waiting for the second one to see who was gonna be cast as Tommy, but you know.
Yeah.
Looks like they're rebooting the whole universe, and
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see how that.
right. Let's see who gets to be Tommy.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Ludi, thank you again for your time, man, and congrats again on this film. And everybody go see Mortal Kombat 2, May 8th.
Yo, thanks, David. May 8th, tickets on sale now. I'll see you guys there.
Thank you, Ludi.
See you, mate.